Hello and welcome to Weirdo's Pachyrhinosaurus bull behavior guide, tips and tricks, whatever you want to call it. So first up we have a small group of two males and a female, with me and Polo being the males, and I think Weird was our female, who's somewhere in here. And in this clip I want to show a... well, it's not really a rule, but more of a quote soft approach, unquote, to how to start bullfights with a male. And I thought I'd start with this one because it is a smaller group, so it's easier to make a point, so I don't have to, like, in-game or in this video, I don't have to keep an eye out for much else other than what the other bull is doing and where the female is and where their attention is. So yeah, let's go take a look. So we start and I am rubbing on things. We both have been rubbing on things to let the female know that we're looking to court. And as you can see, we're pretty civil. This has been like maybe 20 minutes of us all playing together, and we have not fought. We haven't really been aggressive towards each other. And when I want to start a fight, I usually start by invading the other bull's personal space and staring, pawing at the ground. Basically just being aggressive towards them, but not just using the threat call and, you know. As I said, it's a softer approach. So we're just hanging around, rubbing. Female hasn't really shown any attention, but I did notice that Polo was rubbing on this burrow, so I'm gonna go and check it out. Because the Pachyrhinosaurus are smelly, and the males especially are stated to be smelly, so of course I want to know what the other bull smells like. While we don't know what animals in general can tell about each other by smell, I like to think it's like checking out if the male is healthy, if they are like old enough to court, stuff like that, to know that whether or not Polo is competition or not. So we're still just hanging around, being chill. I notice Polo is all going here to rub, so I go in, take a look. I am portraying my bull as a more of a older dominant bull in this case. So here we just still don't want to invade his personal space because I'm not looking to fight just yet. I just want to know more about him by the smell. And once I feel like I'm done with checking them out by the smell and following and seeing how they act, and then I will go in and get that approach in, invading their space, so to say. And here I'm also noticing that the female is also following him, so they are showing interest. And we're all kind of just following the one male. So I'm still going around rubbing, showing that hey, I'm also trying to court. And here I do a soft approach to challenging a male. So I want to, now that I have smelled him, know more about him, have been following him, know a bit like how they act, how dominant they are. So now I want to go closer and get a better feel for them. See how they react to me invading their personal space. So I'm going up from the rear, because if I went to his face, that would be seen as aggressive. So I'm just smelling them, and they move off. Now, I can't say for what Polo was thinking, but the fact that they move out of the way, and later we'll see them give a kick in my direction, but at least now, how do you call it? In hindsight, I would see this as a behavior of a more submissive male. If that makes sense. Or like, well, they're not like submissive, but it's like showing that they don't want to be near my bull. They don't want to challenge me because they moved away rather than face him or kick him. Because Polo could have easily just stayed put, and instead of kicking here, they could have kicked my face. And that is a thing you can do if a male, or even as a female, if someone comes to you and they're smelling you, you can just kick them to show that, hey, stop that, I don't like you, get off my face. Well, it's, you know what I mean. So I see that as a more of a, I don't want to fight you, but I also didn't like that. So there's a bit of communication there that, as I said, I don't know what Polo is thinking, but I read that as a more submissive male. Here, I'm paying attention to them, and I don't think, I know that the female is somewhere around here, and I think they're going to the female. So I give a hard challenge by threat calling, and we start the actual fight. So everything from before this is a soft approach. And then we move on to have a little fight, and I think we end up with a draw. So we have a fight later, which is its own thing. I'll jump into that. But yeah, that's basically how you want to go about showing a soft approach, where you would like follow the male, smell the spots that he's been rubbing on, maybe smell the male itself, try to be possessive of the females. So, you don't have to start bullfights with threat calling and being in their face. You can be soft about it. And it all comes down to how dominant you want to portray your bull. If that makes sense. So here we have a bigger group of 3 females, 2 males. It's still me and Apollo. So these 2 males have had a fight before, ended up with a draw. So there's not really a hierarchy settled just yet. So we're just chilling. Just because it is winter and it's courting season doesn't mean the males have to be aggressive 24/7. Just because the profiles say they're more aggressive. They can still be pretty chill in a group. And again, it comes down to how you want to portray your bull. If you want to be a young, aggressive bull, you can absolutely do that. But having some variety to how you act is a really good way of showing that you not only understand the profile, but also you want to show off your realism skills. But yeah, I wanted to jump to this clip because there's another approach of me, like I approach Polo again and they give a different reaction than before. So Polo is showing off to the females and I'm doing my own thing. They're, as you can see, the females are sitting down, they're just hanging around, being chill, and the males are a bit more antsy, we're walking around, we're showing off. There's a lot of energy going on, but we haven't fought quite yet. We're just chatting, being packies, living life. But we do want to, like, we both want to fight, but we are not quite there, we're not there quite yet. But here I approach Polo again, I come to their hindquarters, and here is a bit of an aggression. They shake and turn to me, showing that, hey, you can't do that, I don't like that, get off my face. Like, that is a soft approach from me and show of aggression from Polo. But I'm not looking to fight just yet, so I just walk off. So while it is a really short interaction, it's still a good way to show that while before Polo moved away and kicked at the air to show that they didn't like that I came at them to smell them, now they have more confidence, maybe after the fight, maybe because there's more females, who knows, not me, I can't read minds, but yeah, they show more confidence in that while before, well, they moved away, now they face me and act more aggressive. So these are things that you want to pay attention to.